Hello there. Today I'm going to show you how to model vent in Maya. Uh, it's a bit hard for me to speak in English and to explain explain appropriate what I'm doing. I will do my best to explain it so you can understand. First of all, if you already know how to move on the work area of Maya, so that will be great, because I don't really have time in between making this video to explain basic stuff like this. If you don't know how to move, you can use the general tab and all those four buttons with the camera on it. Each one of them will apply other movements to the camera, and the basic is to learn how to do it with your keyboard, using your mouse together to move around your work area. So we actually have three basic tools that we are working with. This is the move tool, the rotate tool, and the scale tool, which each one of them doing his own thing. And let's start. First we choose this polygon tab, and make sure that here you are also at polygons, because this menu is affect this menu, the upper word list menu. So if you change, you can see it's changing and you get other menus, sub menus. So we chose polygons here and polygon here. And another thing, go to create and go to polygon primitive and uncheck the interactive creation, because this is how I'm working, and for make you easy as possible this tutorial to be, just uncheck that, because this is what I'm working with. Now I will click the cube, and you can see a cube over here at the front. It's actually in the middle of the pivot axis, and to see some basic solid color you have to click on the 5 keyboard, number 5, and to get this gray solid color for this cube, we will take the scale tool and stretch this cube about so, like this. Okay. After that, you can go to the tab over here, this icon. Okay, there is 3 icons. You need to choose this one, first one, but if you choose all the 3 of them, you can mix between them. So every time you click this, you get the channel box or whatever. Just make sure you click on this one and those are turned off. Okay, so that way you will be sure that you're at the right dialog box. Another way to do it is just to click the object you want and Control A at your keyboard, and you will get this menu. Here at the tabs, choose the polycube one. Every time you create shape in Maya make a new name for this object. It's like default name for every object you are creating in Maya, every polygon mesh shape, and you can change the name just to be sure which cube you are, which shape you are dealing with. So you can change it here or here. I think here, yeah. This is the mesh, yeah. In mesh, in PC cube shape 1, P cube shape 1. This is where you change the name. If you're not sure about it, you can go back to the channel box, and it says PC cube, P cube. So this is where you can click once and change it to leg of the ventilator. Okay, so we just name it leg and click enter. So from now on that will be leg. So back to the attributes editor, and we'll choose polycube 1. You see it's still named as polycube, but here at the first tab you will see that the name is leg. Okay, so polycube 1, and go under subdivision the path, and start move this scale to the right, and you can see that our shape is getting more edge loops, lines, okay, in between. As much you go farther, this is how much you get more of those. We need just few like this. Doesn't really matter. The important thing is to get lines over here and over here. Okay, so right click with the mouse, with your mouse on top of this shape, and don't release the button until you choose one of those options. Okay, this is how it works. So you choose face, and actually if you just point to with your mouse to the shape, you can see you can choose any of those. You can choose this, and it turns from red to green to brown, and to make sure this is selected, if you put your mouse on top of it, you see it will appear as green. So red is unchecked, unselected, green is selected, and brown also means that you selected this face. It's also you can choose a few of those. So if you want to choose few of those, you can choose it like this, but then you see it's not you select them, but it's not symmetrical. Your selection is not symmetrical, and it also picked the other faces behind the shape, and you have to be very careful when you do actions like this. So I'm actually want to choose those, and I know I chose the faces behind this shape and the face under this shape. So this is what I want now. So if you want to choose another faces, you have to click on shift and then choose them, and then release the shift. So that way you get those and those. Okay, work on it, practice it. It's very useful. Now we will introduce ourselves to the Extrude tool. Let's click on it once. After we selected our faces, we want to click on the Extrude, and we will get this this controller. Okay, what actually this controller means is that you can now pull this shape you selected, and you can manipulate it by make it smaller, bigger, thinner, or whatever. Okay, so let's first of all let's when you want to pull this thing out, you always need to pick the blue arrow. After you picked it and catch it like with the left mouse key, don't release it yet, just pull it, direct your mouse somewhere, left, right, up and yeah, left and right. So you see how it's affected the shape. Okay, so in that case the shape is getting or smaller or bigger, and we wanted to make it a bit bigger like this. You can also see that the other faces, the other side of this leg, is also get affected because we chose them, and most of the time it goes symmetrical to your action, but not always. So for that problem, there is this blue button that will make it go symmetrical. So if you like extruding it. I will show you what I'm talking about again. And you want to move this up. You see, this shape is going up and this shape is going down, and we don't want this, so we undo that with Control Z and the keyboard, and we will click on this blue shape. From now on, every step you will do will be symmetrical as you want it. Let's test this. See, now they both rising up and rising down, or rotating. The tool can never be the same, because this action is doing something, it's rotating it, and you cannot change this. So undo that. Let's go back to where we started, and I want now to choose this face and this face. Extruding also applying one time. Every time you want to extrude more, you have to click on the extrude again. So we will click extrude, and we extrude this shape to here. See, here it's also applying. We will click extrude again, and every time you get another line, so pay attention for this. And now we want to make this face smaller, but we want to do it so it will apply to the all axes. So what we need to do is, after clicking the extrude, you will and pull it to wherever you wanted, wherever you want. So you can see there's arrows, and there in front of each arrow there is a cube. If you click one click on one of those cube, okay, and just release it, you will get 4 cubes. Here is the 4th cube in the middle of the axis, and you can now choose it and just click on it. Don't release until you get the shape that you want. Just drag your mouse and then release it. You see, this is how it looks now. And now I want to pull it down, so I'm pulling it down, but you can see that it didn't affect this. So again, undo that and click the blue, and now do that. Okay, this is about the leg. Click F8 to go back to object mode. Object mode can be you can do that only when your function key on your keyboard is turned on. There is a small LED lamp, for indicate that your keyboard is working, your F-lock is working. Sorry. And now if you click F8, you can go from object mode to manipulate mode, which is different, because when you are in manipulate mode, it means that you are now working with the last thing you worked earlier. So it was the face. If it were the vertex, so you see those points over here, and if I click F8, I go back to the green wire, which is the object mode, and then I'm moving the whole object. But if I click the F button, unless I picked those vertices or faces, so I won't get any arrows to move or manipulate the shape. And also you can choose in between vertices and faces together. You can just right click on the shape, right click on the shape, choose faces, and then shift and choose the face you want. You can work with faces and with the vertex together. See, each one of them assemble something different, you have to know what each one of them doing, what's the differences between vertices and faces, what benefits it's giving you, and on. Okay, that's very hard to explain, but I will keep doing this tutorial just for you to learn something. So actually, after we created this first leg, we want to duplicate it. So you click on Control D once, Control and plus the D letter, and you can, with the move tool, you can just pull the duplicated shape to somewhere else. But I don't want to do that. I want to keep it at the same level where the first one. I just want to rotate it, so I will use the rotate tool to rotate it to 90 degrees. So I'm using, see this yellow, it was the green arrow, the green circle, but you can manipulate it to whatever direction you want. But I want to manipulate it to this direction, and I want it to be straight 90 degrees. So how we do it? We go to the channel box here, okay, this one, and you can see that when I move this circle, the parameters over here are changing. So it means that now I'm rotating this leg on the y-axis. So let's change the y-axis to 90 degrees straight, and that will bring you 90 degrees straight to this. Okay, so this is what we want to achieve, and X legs, and now we can move on. We will create polygon cylinder. Make sure you're at the polygon tab over here, and we will bring it up to this, like this. Okay, if you are not sure if you're where you want to put it, so you can always tap on the spacebar, and you will get 4 views of your of the work area: the top, the front, and the side one. And there's differences between side and front, and up. Okay, if you want to see the top view, you have to put your mouse on top of this window and tap the spacebar again. Okay, and now you see it from the top, and this is how you see if you're at the middle, or you can zoom in and out and just see where you want to put the object. Okay, according to the other objects. Yeah, and if you want to go out from this view, you tap the spacebar again and just put your mouse over this window, the perspective window view, and tap the spacebar again. If the spacebar is not working, it's just because you didn't work with that yet. So you have this button here, the 3 pluses with another square of grids. You can choose it, and it will open this, and from now on, every time you use your spacebar, it will take you to the window you want. Okay, so this is just an example for this. I wanted to use this view to see where I put my cylinder, and I want to put it to be with the leg height. So this way it's okay, and you can see now that this is at the same line with the legs. Okay, so we will go to the attributes of this cylinder. We will open it you can use Control A and it will be immediately taking you to this dialog box. Choose polycylinder and add more subdivision axes. Okay, that will make the shape looks more smoother. And we want to remove the cap subdivisions, so we have clear circle over here, and we will right click with the mouse on top of this shape and click face. And now we want to extrude it, so again we will use this one tap on this cube with your mouse and choose the middle one and just bring it in, and you can pull it out with the upper arrow. Okay, and again click on the extrude, tap once on the cube and bring it in. Okay, a bit, not much, and again click the extrude and pull this circle up and up and more up. Okay, here it's okay, it's enough. Let's click extrude again and let's open this shape a bit, and again extrude and bring it up, and again extrude and bring it up. Click once at the cube, choose the middle cube, and that's it. Again click on the extrude, tap on one of each of those cubes, choose the middle one, catch it and drag it so, and again extrude, bring it down like this. There is option key that okay, never mind, just go over here and you will see the circle inside. You can click extrude again, click on one of the cubes, again choose this cube in the middle, bring it in, again click on extrude and bring it up outside. Okay, so now we created something like a cone and another okay, never mind, skip this. Extrude it so, extrude again, bring it up and open it like this. Okay, and again extrude it, and that will be the last extrude for this shape. Click on F8 on your keyboard to bring it back to your green wires, and look what we have. We have a leg of vent. Okay, so I think this tutorial is, I can end it right now and I will continue it in the other part. Hope you learned something. Again, be patient with my English. I have a good English but not smooth enough. So apologies. Okay, so have a nice day. We will meet you again in the next tutorial, which I will continue to model this vent. Okay, have a nice day. Bye.